Hey folks, this is FireWizard23 and I welcome you back to the Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda. Of The Legend of Zelda. Okay, I think I should explain a couple things really briefly. I was trying to get that information about the rupees in before the end of the last video, and I'm sorry that kind of got to a crunch. The rupee count in this game is held in a memory storage piece known as a byte, which has 8 individual bits that can be zeros or ones. That byte is in what is known in computer language as base 2, meaning that it records numerical values in base 2. What that means is with only 8 bits, the maximum number it can ever hold is 255. It would need a 9th bit to record any number beyond 255, and so the rupee count will only ever go up to 255 in this game. Even if you were to collect additional rupees, it wouldn't matter, you just permanently lose them. Alright? And while at the very end of that video, you saw that I got a hold of the blue ring in this game, which was 250 rupees, which is the most expensive object in the game. But it will now cut our defensive power. It will double our defensive power, so I only take half damage now. And when I go outside, you will see I have donned the blue ring. My clothes are now blue, a light blue. Now we're pretty rugged at this point. We have a magical shield, we have a white sword, we have the blue ring, which is going to have the amount of damage we take. I think we are ready for some of those underworld dungeons. And I'm going to go to the very first one, and we're going to chug it out. I actually have to give a thanks to, I'm gonna get it wrong. It's some show on G4 Tech TV, and I can't remember what the name of it is. But they did a retro gaming segment, and that is where they showed this strategy of becoming just completely rugged before you ever even step into one of the dungeons. And I thank them very much. And I knew about all these things, but I never thought about doing them prior to actually entering those dungeons. Usually what I'd do is I think I'd go up to like the 3rd or the 4th dungeon before I ever actually did any major collecting of these items. But now it's like, wow, I can just go in and be completely rugged before I even start, and the chance of losing is like 0. So right across this bridge here is dungeon number 1, inside this tree. So folks, let's go. Here is the very first level. Every level entrance of the game will have this start screen with these 6 heads going that way and the 6 heads going the other way. We got a room here with some keys. K-E-E-S-E, I do remember that. Killed them all, we got a key. Awesome. Head this way. We do have a key for the door now. I'm going to head to the right and see what's going on. Apparently there is a trick where you can walk directly into this room, walk out, and then walk back in again from the main entrance. And that locked door will be unlocked. I have tried it. I'm not going to do it here, but it's kind of an interesting little Easter egg. If you ever just want to save yourself some time. Stalfos, I remember what these guys are called. I remember that from the short-lived cartoon series, Legend of Zelda. Excuse me, princess. What were they thinking? Honestly, I look at that cartoon show and I'm like, what were they thinking this character was? Honestly. Okay, use a key, go north here. Okay, more Stalfos. Second quest, those Stalfos get pretty aggressive. They start shooting swords like I can. Okay, grab the stuff. I'm going to do a full exploration let's play of this. I'm not going to leave any stone unturned here. Oh. Beat the keys. We'll take the compass. Now the compass shows where the Triforce piece is hidden. And in that map in the upper right, we can see we have a red dot flashing. The little light blue dot is us. So we see that somewhere to our right is where the Triforce piece is, but the game is leading us to the left here. Head north, through the door using a key. I get these little Hershey Kisses, I always call them. Well, I wonder what happens if we push this rock. You can only push the rock when the monsters are all defeated, of course, as is standard in Zelda. And we get this gentleman who says, Eastmost Peninsula is the key. Oh, it's the secret. I wonder what that could mean. The Eastmost Peninsula. Which I, again, just have the door open. Don't want to trap that guy in there. Zoom. Let's head in here. Nice. As well as it's a creepy little piece of music. I always thought kind of a eerie piece of music that plays with these dungeons. And we got a map. Oh, our map is shaped kind of like an eagle. And I noticed that the Triforce is on the eastmost part, which probably corresponds to the guy's clue saying that eastmost peninsula is the key, meaning that it is to the farthest right. But I wonder what is up in the beak of this dungeon, the beak-like area of this bird. Okay, I'll grab the rupees here. Okay, we'll use a key, open this up. Again, an enemy that I feel like I should know what the name is, but it just isn't coming to me. I could have told you all these names, but I just can't remember anymore. It's really important, no, but it's one of those things. It's like, wow, I can't even remember. I can't remember. I can't believe I don't remember. We gotta. Anytime you step in these guys' path, they try to hit you, but we move the leftmost rock here, and we open up the passage, and there is a bow. We got a bow. Yeah. Okay. Try to hit the keys there, but we can just ignore them. Okay, get those guys to move. Then we can zip through them without getting hurt. Then just head to your right through the door. If you just run right through that passageway, like run right towards the door, you'll always miss them. So don't worry about it. Okay, gotta keep heading south here. We're gonna head towards the eastmost peninsula. So here's the final key here. Characters to fight them off, and we get a boomerang. The boomerang, I believe, is it is the only item that you can use in your subscreen that actually appears. The only kind of like permanent item that you get that simply appears when you beat a bunch of enemies in a room, versus being in that room where we got the bow. Okay. Quite a few wall masters here, but we just fight them off. Don't let them catch you, they'll take you outside. They will take you right to the beginning of the dungeon. Here's our first enemy, this dragon. I'm just going to use the my beam blast here. We get an extra heart container. And in this room right here is the first piece of the Triforce. Which makes me think of something. Follow this logic here. Princess Zelda broke the Triforce into 8 parts and hid them in these respective dungeons. Did she have this room specially crafted to hold this piece? And did she, like, put a big monster in front of there just for Link to fight? Or did Ganon, like, hire his minions to guard the Triforce pieces once he realized where they were? Which, if all his minions are here, why didn't he just come get them? I don't know. I just get the Triforce piece. And we got the Triforce piece, and everything's all happy. Yay! I don't know. That's always kind of bugged me. Like, how exactly did this area get created to hold this piece? I mean, did she specifically have this tree grow? And oh well. Alright, folks, so we've saved one piece of the Triforce. And in the next video, we're going to go towards the next one. I'll see you then, folks. Take care. Bye-bye.